showtime.
Yeah, you'd better be afraid. Chop here again with yet another anime review. And this time, it's balls to the wall. This anime has action, violence, guns, violence, robots, violence, sex, violence, fucked up humor, violence, explosions, and violence. Oh, and did I mention at all that this anime was violent? Dead Leaves is an awesome action movie starring Pandy and Retro, two of the most ultimate of ultimate badasses ever. Yes, you heard me right. I said ever. However, despite their badassery, they still get sent to prison, and then they have to escape, which is kind of what this entire plot follows. Yahoo! Pandy and Retro are the two main characters in the film. Pandy, so called because of the red spot over her eye, and Retro because of the giant retro TV set on his head. Time for a plot rundown. Are you ready for this? Alright, here we go. Pandy and Retro get caught and get sent to prison. Then they have to learn about their crazy-ass super guards, 666 and 777, the ultimate badass of ultimate badass guards, and the only real competition that Pandy and Retro ever have. Sex! Yes! You knew it was going to happen. They were going to...
Wrong hole!
Oops, sorry about that. Thank you, Lord.
All right, me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Then, the escape begins. Immediately after their pleasure time, they remember how to get out. So, they release everyone else on their cell block and officially declare them their new bitches. Well, Retro declares them their new bitches, but who's counting? Then we have more action and violence, because you can only go so long without blowing somebody's brains out. In colorful cartoon fashion. And after that, we have them running away, because they found some robots that they can't shoot or beat up or do anything to. Then, after running away through some pipes, we have new weaponry, including tank? They got a tank? When did they get a tank? How did you get a tank? This is a prison! Where did you get a frickin' tank from? That's just... What? How did you get a tank? Well... Heck. It's a tank. It's awesome. Okay. The train! They make it to the train, but only just.
This'll take us to the docking bay!
Liquor. Yes! Party on the train! Party! Party! Beer is good! We swear it is. Beer is good. It is healthy for you. It's liquid bread.
She said she felt bad and then she started blowing chunks.
Seems to me like someone's a little bit pregnant!
Pregnant? Pregnant. Pandy becomes pregnant? How did she become pregnant already? I know they made out and there was the sex, but seriously, she's pregnant? Already? How did she get pregnant already? And now, more violence. 'Cause we can only go about 10 minutes without having something explode, somebody get shot. Okay. I'm perfectly alright with that.
I like your panties.
We all like panties. We love panties. action! We have some balls-to-the-wall action here. Pandy faces off against 666, and Retro goes off against 777. At least I think that's what those two guards are. I don't really know, because they never really clarify that completely, but oh well. Does it really matter? No. All we need to know is that we get to see more action! And the doctor, who was talking about the pregnancy, and was also recently drunk not too long ago, starts iterating on the past of everything in here and giving us the only real plot line in the whole thing. But that fades out, and we don't really care about it anyway. We just want to see some action and violence, right? Yeah. He's trying to get her to, what?
Whack that filthy whore for all the evil crap she's put us through!
Revenge on that bitch. Okay. How should we do that? Oh, you should rip off her head and piss in her skull. That would be brutal, just like everything else in this anime.
You've got to rip off her head and piss in her skull!
Fuck yeah! Rip off her head, piss in her skull. Do what he said.
Count me out. I don't do vengeance.
Aww. That's a total bummer.
Get ready for your big entrance.
Let's do it.
Well, there's the other main character, which is the psycho warden for this place, who had been a kid at some point, and who apparently also is losing a lot of her limbs. She's a crazy psycho bitch. Really, she is. She's absolutely nuts. She's just completely bonkers. She just wants to kill everyone, and she doesn't really care about much of anything. She thinks someone killed her father, and that someone was Pandy or Retro or something like that, but she's just... And I won't spoil the final battle, if you can call it that. After all, it's the only real reason to watch the anime. So I'm not gonna spoil it. I am gonna say this whole caterpillar story that they've had going through the entire anime actually makes some amount of sense, which is bizarre, considering that none of this anime makes any frickin' sense. Outside of the violence, and the violence, and violence, and violence, and some more of the violence. I mean, there's a guy in here with a dick that's a drill, for crying out loud. How the hell does that make sense? And who even thought up of that? I mean, how do you get it? How? That makes no sense, really. Think about it. The only downside to this thing that I can think of is it's 50 minutes long. That's it. 50 minutes, it's over. If it was any longer, it'd be way too long. If it was much shorter, it'd be far too short for what they were trying to do. It ends up just being about perfect for what they wanted, which I suppose is okay, but still. I wanted some more, you know? Just a little bit more. One thing on the positive side is the animation style is absolutely original. It's so clever and interesting and different from every other anime out there. It's just fun to watch, just because you never know if you'll catch something that the artist put in the background just to tease you. It didn't have potential that it didn't succeed at. It was just, it does what it wants to do, and it does it well. And what more could you ask for? So yeah, I like it. I give it 4.5 skull pissings. It's a fun little mindless action film that you can just pop in and watch. And some days you just need to watch somebody blow up. And some days you want something a little deeper. This is just one of those things that's for those with a lot of testosterone. there. She's... Whew. Toast.